Hello everybody and welcome to a brand new series. We are playing Monster Train. For those of you that haven't already seen this fantastic game, it is another deck building roguelike, but it might just be the best one I have ever played. It's kind of got a lot of Slay the Spire in it, but it's got a lot more in my opinion. It really is Slay the Spire in 2020. It's got so many different improvements and levels and a lot of different things to it. I'm sure plenty of you have seen it around. It's big in the roguelike community at the minute. Northern Lion's playing it. I think Retromation's playing it as well. And there's been a few other big names that have been playing it as well. It is just so fun. I've already played it for around 10 hours myself. So that basically means I know how to play it, but I am not at all good at it. So, temper your expectations. Of course, I did play Slay the Spire on the channel for a little while, quite a while ago now, actually, probably like a year and a half ago now, a year ago, something like that. So, I have experience with these sort of games, and if you want to go watch that series, you can go find it on my channel in my playlists. But we are here playing Monster Train. Like I said, I have played it a little bit before, and there isn't, unfortunately, a way to have multiple save files at the moment, so we are just going to be playing on my save file. We'll play from the very start, though. There is these things called Covenant ranks, which are basically like the Slay the Spire's version of the same thing, where the runs get harder and you get different things. I've unlocked Covenant 1 so far, which just makes enemies stronger and adds additional random cards to your starting deck. Basically, that you get that every time you get a win on that level. So I've had one win so far. I've beat the game once. But we'll start out as the default starting class with the Hellhorned and the Awoken. I will quickly just lower this down to like 25. If I could get it. 25. There you go. And same with that as well, actually, just in case. Just to make sure this isn't too loud for you guys. Do you know what? It annoys me so much when it's not actually on 25. There you go. Right. Cool. But yes, I'll try and do my best to go through how this game works, because we unfortunately don't have the tutorial enabled, because I've already played it. But I'll try and do my best to kind of walk you through this game for those of you that don't understand it. I'm sure there's plenty of you out there, and you know who I'm speaking to, those of you that know this game very well, and will point out to me in excruciating detail about how wrong I am, and about how bad I am at this game, and I look forward to it. As long as the criticism is constructive, that's fine. But one of the cool things about this game is all the bosses have like different buffs and things they can have, and it'll tell you what the final boss has right at the start, like this. So you can kind of build towards that. The end is near. The incarnation of Hell's greatest foe has the power to cleanse all units of effects which don't benefit the Seraph. This fight will require more than sheer strength. So basically it will remove buffs and debuff effects. It will... yeah, there you go. So exactly that. Buffs are going to buff enemies with green icons. Debuffs are going to be red icons that negatively affect them. And yeah, we can kind of build around that. We don't want to be building a deck that too heavily relies on buffs and debuffs, because that boss is going to wipe them away. So that's one thing I really like about this game already. We start off in our Monster Train. Of course, the Monster Train, it's called the Bone Shaker, I believe. It's kind of exactly what it sounds like. It's a train full of monsters. You are trying to secure a package back to Hell. So you are technically the bad guys. You are the guys of Hell. And the angels are trying to defeat you, and you've got to try and defend your train, make sure they don't put out your pyre, which is basically like a little energy crystal at the top floor of your train. We'll go more into that as we go. But here we can go with our first upgrade to our signature card, which is basically each faction, as you saw at the start, gets like a signature card. We'll go into factions more as we go on though, and we can pick one of these. We can either he gets plus 10 damage for every kill that he gets, or he gains 5 armor and he gains 1 rage on taking damage. So both of these are pretty interesting, but I think I'm going to go for the Slay so that he gets more powerful the more damage he deals. And we also get an artifact here. These are really good. So we've got whenever a friendly unit is healed, damage deals to the front enemy unit equal to the amount healed, or at the start of battle summon 4 random units from your deck on the middle floor. We'll go with that one. That one's really good. Sketches of Salvation I always like. We're going to battle here, and this will be our first battle. So we'll get a little offer. It'll tell us what enemies we're going up against. We're going up against the The Heaven's Priests. We could take this if we wanted to. Non-boss enemies get +4 damage, and we would get a unit draft, but I'm not going to take that because that's a very difficult fight. But basically, you get trials with each bit of combat that you can take optional challenges to get extra rewards. I really like that. This is the boss here. Adds Weight of Contrition card to the top of the draw pile. A Weight of Contrition basically is something that you have to play and use energy to play, otherwise it'll damage your pyre, so we can't do that. Relentless, basically bosses will, once it becomes their turn, once you've killed the other enemies, the boss will just fight until either you are dead or the enemy's dead. So you just keep doing damage. It's not turn-based anymore once that activates. Triggers after combat, and he's got the add card, yes. And then we've also got the Fortress Disciple, and we've got the Trusted Priest, a healer. So we'll get into this fight. I'll kind of try and walk you through how this works without playing terribly. So the card that we had there, the Sketches of Salvation, we have 4 Train Stewards. You always start with 4 Train Stewards. These are super basic enemies that are usually fairly weak, but they can be buffed up. But they all got played onto the middle floor there because of this card here. But you may notice these floor capacity tiles. Each floor has an amount of capacity, and each card, each player, each character, has an amount of capacity they take up. But because this was played by this rather than me, each one of these takes up 2, but we've actually overfilled just a little bit, which is a really cool thing that you can do. So that floor is actually stacked up pretty well now. We can now have a little look at doing this. So we've got restores in our hand, which aren't going to be that useful. We can play down our hero here, and he will be able to deal 18 damage, so he's not going to kill either of these, and he's going to take 2 damage. Unfortunately, that's not great, but we can't do much about it for right now, so we're just going to have to let it play out. They will move up a floor. If you don't kill something, it moves up a floor, and it keeps moving up until it gets to this, and then it has to fight the pyre. I might be saying pyre wrong. Pyre. So it'll deal 20 damage as 80 HP. You want to avoid enemies ever getting to this floor, because the pyre health is basically what your run is all about. If that gets down to 0, your run is over. We really want to be trying to make sure that doesn't go down to 0. So this guy's only got 6 HP, so losing another 2 would be not great. So something I think we'll do here is we'll use that on that. We'll use this on this. So these appear just for one wave, and you can kill them. They'll give you gold. So we'll kill that guy. And with our torch, we'll also... Actually, no. I was going to use our torch. This guy's going to take 2 damage, but these 2 are both going to die. Because how stacked up that floor is, we're going to regain 2 health, and we're going to regen 1 for next time. So he only takes 1 damage rather than going down to 2 HP. Again, this character isn't going to die, this one here, but it will die when it gets to the next floor, 100%. So yeah, as you can see, the enemy attacks first for 2 damage, but then these guys just stack up. We get a brief respite here, so we might as well do some healing. Let's just put some more regen on you so you to effectively take no damage, and we'll just hit you with one of those. There you go. There you go, and he regens back to full. And now on to the final wave of the boss. So we definitely want to be killing the little healer. So because we don't have many cards in our hand that can do much for us, we're basically going to have to let our champion die here. He's going to get 1 hit off on the boss, but in 2 hits he'll be dead. Unfortunately, even if we heal him, it's not going to do much. I mean, I might as well show you because we can't do much else. He's still only going to deal 18 damage because in 2 hits he'll be dead, but he'll get 1 hit off. So he'll go 1 hit, then he'll go 1 hit, then he'll go another hit, and this guy will be dead. Then he'll move up a floor and he'll most likely die here. So we'll trigger that on him and we'll end our turn here. As you see, 1 hit and then he died. Then we'll get to this floor. He's got 30 HP left. One of our stewards will die, but don't worry, he comes back to life on our next bit of combat. He's not dead for good or anything. This is another feature as well. When a boss finishes a floor with no units left, it freezes it over, so you can't place any units below. And then, so this is the thing that I was talking about, the Weight of Contrition. When we use it, it will purge it from our deck, means it'll never come up again. But if we don't use it, at the end of turn on reserve, it will trigger, meaning that it will deal damage to our pyre, so we have to use an energy to get rid of that. Now, it really doesn't matter what we do here, because we have won, so we might as well just put some fire on you and watch this play out. And there you go, there's our first battle done very easily. One thing that's really nice about this map is not only did we overflow this floor, making it a bit more beefy than it normally would be, we did something very nice in the fact that we didn't have to use any energy to play these. Normally these would cost 1 energy each to place, and they didn't cost us any energy at all, so it's a very, very strong card. So now we've got a few different things we can do. We can apply Rage 6, which is going to be, as you see there, +2 damage per stack, but it decreases with every round. Similar to, is it Strength from Slayer the Spire? There's something similar on Slayer the Spire. We've also got Piercing, only 5 damage, but it is going to deal damage that ignores armor and shields, which is really, really nice. Or we can get ourselves a summon, a fledgling imp, which is going to summon, and when it summons, it will apply Rage 3 to all friendlies. I think we're going to go with the Piercing for now, because everything else doesn't matter too much. And then here we've got a few different options. So as you saw, we got a card from our Hellhorn, which is our primary class. And then we also got another card from our allied class, which is the Awoken. So these are the Awoken cards. The Hellhorn cards are all to do with like damage and all the different modifiers you were seeing there before. This is kind of a lot to do with healing and enhancing. So we can go with Restore, is going to restore 10 health and deal 5 times the damage for what we heal to an enemy. Sounds really good, but it's actually surprisingly hard to heal anything for 10. We can also go with enhancing a unit with less HP but more attack. I think we're going to go with the Razor's Edge. That's actually a really, really good card to start with here. So now we are onto our first area where we can do some upgrading. We have 150 coins, which means we have enough to do some upgrading. We can either upgrade our spells, which would be Hellhorn, Razor Sharp Edge, Restore, and Torch. Or we can go with our units, which would be currently only our Train Stewards. Your main guy cannot be upgraded this way. But we can go over here, which is what I'm going to do, and grab ourselves a Hellhorned Banner, and we can get ourselves a different target. So oh, okay. So this guy's interesting. He's a big unit. He costs 10 to play, which is basically impossible. But he costs -3 per imp in play. So all you need is like 3 imps in play in order to play him. Of course, he's not going to be good for us right now because we have 0 imps. We will take ourselves the Rail Beater. He starts off with armor of 25, and he will push enemies back when striking them, which can be very, very useful to disorganize enemy units. Then we can go over to the merchant here, and we can do some upgrading. So we can upgrade something to be endless, which means if they die, it can be placed again. And we'll actually do that on this guy here. That could be really nice for him. And we can either upgrade him with more HP, which makes no sense because we've just bought endless on him, or we could upgrade him with more damage, and that's what we'll do. We can also reroll or purge a card. We don't have enough to do that right now. We could even upgrade one of these with +25 HP. And do you know what? We might as well. We have the money. It's probably not the best use of our money right now, but we have the money, and they're constantly going to be getting played by this anyways, so it's going to be nice to have that nonetheless. The only problem now is that we have this guy who is endless, but we really don't want him to be played by this. We want to be able to play him manually, but we don't have a choice sometimes. So we'll have to see how that works out. And we could give enemies extra spikes in order to get extra coin. We're going to be dealing with this boss here, who has Relentless and spikes. We're going to be dealing with this guy here, who has 5 HP, but lots and lots of armor, which means that this Horn Break is incredibly powerful. And we also have this guy who... other friendly units on the floor gain a bonus. I don't know what that bonus is going to be. I think it's going to be spikes or something. But either way, these guys are going to be hurting us when we hurt them. So we've got to be careful for this. Yes, we got lucky. We got lucky. So we're going to place you here. We're going to place you in front, and we're going to instantly kill you because it's going to pierce his armor. Normally, we'd have to get through 25 armor to do that, but instead we don't have to do anything. And then we can place this, and we just completed a turn without doing anything. Also, it's very nice to see that a train steward with the most HP played the front. I'm not sure if that's purposeful, but most enemies will attack the front line first. There's a few that attack others or that have sweep where they can attack every unit at once, but the vast majority have to get through one unit to get to the one behind it. So having the unit with the most health at the front makes sense. It's exactly why I placed him here. He effectively has 35 HP with the armor he starts with, so very nice to place him up front. That thing's dead already. Now, because he has such good armor, we could just enhance his damage. So what we can do here is we're going to be dealing 20 damage to you. You do have spikes. Let's go with that. And that's actually killed him. We'll do that on you, and I don't think there's much else we can do here apart from let's apply that to you to... Oh, no, you're losing armor, aren't you? That was stupid. I was trying to make sure that next round he healed up, but I remember you can't heal for armor, so that made no difference whatsoever. That guy's dead already. That damage up is going to last forever. Of course, his reduced maximum HP is going to be something that we have to deal with. And of course, there's nothing we can do here. We've destroyed this turn. And this is our final wave already. So we'll make sure to take care of him. And as you can see, we're already killing this guy on turn 1. So we end turn. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Giving him that extra damage was a huge, huge get for us. Now, applying rage could mean more now that we have a unit that's so defensive. Having him being able to be more offensive is really nice, but also fortify is really good. So we'll take fortify, and then here we have enhance a unit. I'm going to go with the enhancer unit. I really like that. Being able to buff up low damage attackers is really nice. So now we can either go for restoring prior health, which we don't need, and an artifact, which is really nice, or we can go for an extra Hellhorned unit and some forged spells. So let's go for a Hellhorned unit and forged spells. We can take the Branded Warrior, or we can take the Demon Fiend. I'm going to take the Demon Fiend, even though we can't afford to play him. There is a chance that he will get pulled onto the second floor by the Sketches of Salvation. And after killing your first major boss, which I believe will be our next one, you have the ability to gain more of the energy you spend to play cards. Let's go here. We can upgrade a spell to remove consume. I don't believe we have anything that, we don't have anything that actually has any consume on it right now. Now we could remove the cost off 1 or 2 spells here. We could purge some spells. That could be nice. I think what we're going to do actually is we're going to purge a Train Steward. Because you may think, why do that? If we purge Train Stewards, actually we'll purge another. We have a higher chance of getting the people we want played on the right areas. So yeah, I didn't really want to upgrade any cards there, but the purging's nice. And then we get an event here. These events can be all sorts of things. We'll see what we get. So this guy, we can gain this, which we purge, and it'll give us a lot of money. So basically, for 1 turn, we'd be able to get quite a lot of money in exchange for using all of our energy for that round, because X means however much we have. We go with aggressive, which means our pyre would get more HP based on our coin, or we could go with petty theft, which would deal 2 damage. If we slay, we get plus 50. I actually think with petty theft is going to be really good for us here. There is a lot of units with just 2 HP, which that could slay for us. So we're going to go with that. And we will move on to our next area. I may have been a bit hasty. Here's our first boss. We may have been a bit hasty removing both of our Train Stewards that early. And I really hope I didn't accidentally remove the good one. I don't think I did. Let me check. I didn't. Good. Okay, so constructed explosives enter with damage shield. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. So we got a very, 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 very strong floor here. Of course, we've got a Demon Fiend and our Rail Beater both set up there, which is nice. And we've also got this guy up front, the Train Steward. This does leave us very vulnerable on our first floor, which is a shame. We're going to take a lot of damage. In fact, I believe it's worthwhile. So we'll use that. It's going to give us a lot of money. We'll get rid of you. And I actually think we don't play anything this turn. Let's just set up some regen on you or something. I don't think we play you, because if we do, it's just going to take a bunch of damage and die. It's better for us to not do that. So because you're the frontmost enemy, let's enhance you. You're going to die without you taking too much damage. Let's fortify you anyways. And I actually think we can play the majority of this like this. So this is unfortunately going to just take a damage shield, yeah. Yeah, but we can play the majority of this just on floor 2. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to use our hero much, which is a shame, but honestly, I think it's fine. Yeah, let's keep enhancing you. So we don't want to use spells on this floor because he's got incant, which whenever we do a spell, it increases his damage. We don't want that at all. So we don't want to use any more spells on that floor. So we'll just end that there. And this is kind of one of these rare times where we don't need to use our champion, really. We just don't. So this is obvious. Take care of him. Of course, he gets incant, so we don't want to be doing that too often. Now, one problem here is we do have a bomb. But I think we can take care of it. Yes, we can. Good, good, good. That's going to deal less damage to everyone now. And yeah, we're just going to keep on like this. Our champion should be this turn. Yeah, our champion's here. So I think we place our champion on the top floor just as a sort of last-ditch effort. Yeah, we'll put more damage on you as well as a spell. I know you're going to get more damage, but don't worry about that. That's fine. And get rid of you. This is going beautifully. This is going beautifully. We're on to our final wave now. I do apologise if I'm not describing things well enough. I'm trying to. I hope I'm doing okay. But as you can see, buffing this guy up has just been absolutely beautiful. We're not going to get a Slayer with this, but whatever. Right, now we are onto our boss. Of course, he's going to destroy that floor straight away, but he's dead. He's already dead. This one floor has just destroyed him. Absolutely destroyed him. Nothing he can do. The problem is, that was luck-based. If we somehow accidentally don't get an opportunity to play our Demon Fiend, then he gets stuck in our deck without us being able to play him. But this should fix that. Double the amount of rage, apply regen and spikes, add a copy of this card to your discard pile, or we can just go for a full heal. Let's go for the full heal. Let's go for the Horned Warrior. Again, another good one. Or we could go for the multi-strike. No, we'll go... Do you know what, actually? Let's go for the Shattered Shell. We're going to gain extra damage when it slays, and it's got a sweep effect. I think that's going to be quite good if we buff it up. And then this one, we could take extra room per floor, which we don't need. We could take extra draw per turn, or we could just take extra Ember, which is energy. So we're going to take extra Ember, because it means that we can now play our Demon Fiend, should it accidentally not allow us to play it. We can do some crazy shit right now. So it's a little upsetting that we don't have this and this on the same floor, but we can duplicate any card that we want. So we could either duplicate our Rail Beater, or the probably better option is we duplicate our Demon Fiend. Unfortunately, we can't upgrade him and duplicate him, which would be the best idea. We only have 125. I'm trying to think if it'd be worth it to go this way, and do we need to remove any cards from our deck? No, do you know what? We'll that could be so good for us, but we'll go this way first and see how this goes. Let's go with this big boy. Let's remove one useless Train Steward and remove one torch. And then we'll see if we can get anything good. Multi-strike on a Demon Fiend is insane. And starting with Rage 7 on a Demon Fiend is also insane. Although, yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it. So we kind of used everything there. It would have been super nice to duplicate that guy, but we couldn't, unfortunately. Now we can go with this dude and see what we want to do with him. I'm actually going to go for this, gain armor on a Slay and also some HP. That's going to be useful for us. But we are in a good spot right now. We are in a very good spot right now. Yeah, I do apologise if I'm not explaining things quite enough. I'll try my best to, and if anyone in the comments knows more than me and wants to try and do a better explanation, please do. Now, non-boss enemies units get multi-strike. No, no, no. Random artifact, I don't want that. So this guy, of course, he just has big damage, big HP, and he's relentless. This guy just has a big HP pool, not much damage. And this guy's going to grant haste, which means they'll move directly from the first floor to the third. That's really bad. Because we're going to be set up on the second. We can't really have enemies going to the third floor. So that's a pretty good setup. But we now have something very interesting where we have enough units to create a nice setup on the bottom floor as well. So I think we go with... Wait a minute. What damage are we going to take here? We're only going to take 7 damage here. So I think we place you there. We place you there. Make sure you're gone so these guys can't do anything. We place some regen on you. And there you go. So, of course, he's going to lose his rage stacks over time, which I'm fine with. It's going to be enough damage. So, this guy, you might have noticed that he starts off with 15 health, even though his max health is 75. That's kind of a trait of the card. Summon gains 60 maximum HP. Whenever he's healed, he gains extra damage and extra HP. So, he can be very interesting. We could use a full heal on him to buff him up majorly. And I think that's what we're going to do, actually. Let's make sure he's at maximum HP. I'll spend the bit of extra time sorting you out. And let's enhance you, make sure that you're not going to die as easily, and we'll also go with a bit of regen on you. I don't think you'll activate, but I'll kill you anyways, just in case. That guy got destroyed. Right. So we can get some major cash here, which is lovely. You're going to die without even dealing much damage at all. Let's go with some armor on you. Some restoration as well, and we might as well just throw some attacks at you as well. So the first floor's kind of like just a softener. We weaken them up, we send them to the next floor, and they die. So enhancing damage is really, really good on our big unit, because he's already got super high maximum HP, and he's got some rage as well, so that's going to be great there. We'll apply that armor to you so you take effectively no damage. We'll take care of you. And unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do much else this floor. I will apply some regen to you, actually. But that's it. But that guy's got multi-strike, and he's not even had the chance to hit twice yet. By the way, if you're wondering, multi-strike does just mean that he hits twice. It's ludicrous. It's insane. And then we'll just apply regen. Look at that. Look how crazy this is. And we're on to our last wave. Easy money yet again. So we're not going to gain hardly any money or any damage on him at all here. We're going to get very, very little on him. But there's really not much we can do about that. We can play that. We can play that. We might as well play that. And we might as well play that on you to gain some extra damage and stuff. But otherwise, we're just going to have to let this turn play out. And our second floor should destroy him. Quite easily, in fact. Yeah, he won't even kill our beast. He won't even kill our beast. So just to make this go a little faster, let's just do that. And he is completely destroyed. Completely destroyed. Bit more money there. Now we got some imps. I don't really want to take the imps, because the imps count as units, and that means that we'd pull those into our 4th floor sometimes, and we don't want that. So let's have a look what our other one is. Deals damage equal to the front enemy equal to 4 times. That's pretty good, actually. We'll take that. Consume, apply quick. Apply quick would mean that we get to attack first. So let's go with that as well. Yeah, we're getting a bit of a thick deck here, but as long as we don't go over like 25, I'm usually pretty happy. So I genuinely can't think of a world in which we don't do this. Duplicate that bad boy, save up enough money for the next turn, and just carry on with our day. Because that's going to be insane. So this is our... is this our final boss? Or is this the one... I think this is the one before our final boss. Lots of HP. Multi-strike 4 and 4 damage. So that's 16... No. 12 damage, yeah. No? Yeah, 16. 16 damage. You've got... Ooh, okay. So when he dies, he's going to be giving extra damage and health. He's going to be gaining armor when a unit on this floor dies. Okay. These guys are going to be kind of tough, but I think we should be okay here. It all depends on how powerful of a second floor pull we get. That's not very powerful of a second floor pull, to be honest. As much as I want the money, I think we have to go with you and you behind. So we're now in a tough spot where we can't really play our second Demon Fiend easily at all, which is a shame. This is still going to be a good setup, but it's very sad to see him up front. He's gonna take some damage. He's gonna take some beatings. He's gonna take some beatings. So we got our next Demon Fiend here. It makes sense to just play him at the top floor. And genuinely, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Although, if I apply quick to him, yeah, let's apply quick to him. Means he takes a lot less damage. Let's heal this floor to get you up to full HP. It's very annoying that he's in the back and we can't reorder these guys. And I think we'll just make sure we kill this guy. Oh, I didn't even kill him. It didn't even kill him. Right, we need to buff you up to make sure you can survive, so we'll keep buffing him up throughout this time. Sadly, we missed out on that little ghosty boy. But that's fine. This is going to be a lot easier for us if we do this. Oh, no, it's not. I'm stupid. You're going to take some damage. You're really not. So let's apply regen to you. Kill you. I really shouldn't have done that. Just giving him a lot more armor. Although we're taking less damage. Okay, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. Having him as quick for the rest of battle, meaning he can always go first, is so nice. In doing that, we should make him do more damage. That's going to make it a lot better. We'll give him some armor as well to resist some of that. And I'm just going to do this. Okay, this is insane. Now we have to play out of the Demon Fiend up here. He's not going to be insane up there, but he is like a last line of defense just in case sort of thing, and we kind of need that right now. We kind of need someone there just in case. So, oh, he's dead on floor 1. He's dead on floor 1. He dead on floor 1, boyos. Having him as quick is so nice. Yeah. There you go. Absolutely destroying it. And we get apply rage 4 and armor 5. Yeah, I think we'll take that. And we have descend a unit and restore 10 health. Let's try that out as well, shall we? Let's try that out as well. We could do some interesting stuff with that. Now we have the ability to buy a trinket, forge our units, get some pyre health. I think we should forge our units, even though we don't need the pyre health. Getting a random artifact. At the start of event, add a random imp unit. Let's just go with the spells, gain extra upgrade slots. We might not need that in the future, but we'll see. Endless isn't particularly good for us here. So what's sort of lacking damage right now? We'll go with that. You can just, yeah, we'll just buff you up a lot. Refresh. Multi-strike. Lovely. So we'll go with multi-strike on you. And there you go. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. And then we might as well just add that to you, because why not? So now we've got a very, very strong deck. Heading into our next area here. Fell the Wings of Light. She'll add Scourge cards to our deck. Okay, we should be okay against this. We should be okay against this. Really depends on our pull on the second floor. But now we have the ability to descend, so that's not too bad. So we got a below average pull yet again here, which is a shame. So I have to find out if something's possible here. I have to find out if something's possible. If I put my demon here, will he die if I put him here? He won't, but he won't do much damage. I am going to take some pyre damage here. I'm going to try something out here. I'm going to set up shop there. Take the pyre damage. It's fine. And I've got an idea that might work, it might not. So Right. This is difficult. This is actually quite difficult. Unfortunately, we can't kill any of them with a slash. So we could put our Demon Fiend on this bottom floor here, just to do some insane damage to start with. But I've got a long con play that could really work. I'm going to try for the long con play. I'm going to try for the long con play. Oh, we can get some money there. Nice. Right. I'm going to try for the long con. It might backfire. But if it works, I'll be a genius. That's a lot of pyre damage. Just do that to start with. Honestly, let's just get rid of all of these. Get rid of all of them. Don't take too much pyre damage. Yeah, I've got an idea that could be genius. I really need just to pull the right card right now. Okay. Let's make sure you've got quick on you, because it's just super valuable. We'll play that on you as well. We'll make sure you've got one of them on you, and we'll get rid of that. Okay, I really aren't pulling the right card here. Also, the boss is almost dead. Okay, pull the card. Where the hell is it? We definitely have the card in our deck. Do we not have the card? There you go. Restoring Retreat. Where the hell is it? It hasn't come up once yet. Let's go with... Yeah, let's go with that. That. And then just get rid of that. Oh, I should have got rid of the other one. Mistake by me. Mistakes were made. It's not letting me do the play. It's got to give me the card this time, right? Okay, so now... Can we do this? We can. Look at that stack. Boy. Oh my god. Okay. Things are happening. Things are happening. Things are happening. We would take quite a lot of pyre damage if we did this. But I think we have to. We'd take 5, 3... I don't care. I don't care about the pyre damage. It's fine. It'll be alright. So then we get him up there. The final wave. Let's get that on you, obviously. Let's get that on you to keep you alive. And let's just get rid of this. Purge it. You're just going to freeze that over. That's cool. I mean, I didn't even get to do the full play, but you are dead. And rightly so. Rightly so. You have been demolished. This is just the build of the century. The build of the century. So we get a good chunk of change there. Consume and double the amount of rage. Consume and apply 25 armor. Or we could skip. Or we could apply rage and armor based on... I'm going to skip. I don't think we need any of those. And I think... We haven't really been running out of energy. So I think draw an extra per turn is going to be much, much better for us. Because it means that we get the cards we need quicker. So now we can go for Pyre Health, a Merchant... And that, or we can go with spells, remove 2 cards, and some money. Let's do that, let's do that. So we'll go with money first, then let's remove 2 spells. Remove. Honestly, we're not using restores very much. I'll just get rid of both restores. Then hold over. We definitely want this as holdover. Basically, holdover means when we use it, we get to use it again next turn. And I'm actually going to go and upgrade that again with reduced cost. We can also upgrade a power to be consume and double its power. I honestly think that that's a good idea. Getting that out of our deck is going to be nice. Then we can re-roll. Permafrost means we can hold it in our hand until we need it. So I think, honestly, that's a good idea. Being able to hold that in our hand until we need it is really good. And let's just make that absolutely slap. Okay. I think we got something going on here. We could go with extra damage or extra... Let's go with that one. We need him to be more defensive. Right. Let's see. Is it going to play to our favor here? Is it going to play to our favor? The Purifier will burden the weight of your sins until your penance has been paid in full. When attacking, excess damage applies to subsequent enemy units. He deals 25. That's going to be tough. He also has 100 armor and 15 HP. That's going to be tough too. Okay, this could be difficult. This could be difficult. This might not be what we want to see here. So, we got a decent stack. So, I genuinely think the play is... Let's get that guy there. Let's get that guy there. Let's push you down here. Let's make sure you're restored. And let's smack you with one of those. Having the Endless guy up front is really nice. And then we push you down here. We make sure that you've got quick on you. And we buff you up. And we get rid of that. Okay. We have something brewing. We have something brewing. We have something brewing. Let's just make sure this guy's absolutely beefy. Absolutely beefy. We'll hold that over. Good, good, good. And we're just going to stack up the most just disgusting flaw the game has ever had to witness. Then we can... Wait, how are you dealing? Honestly, you're fine, although we might as well kill this guy instead to reduce the damage we take. Raise his edge. Let's slap that on you. Get rid of that. Slap that on you. Slap a restore on you too. And there you go. Hold that over. And then, where's our big boy? Tell me, where is my big boy? Where is my big boy? So we'll do that. We'll slap some more armor on you. I don't think there's much we can do here. Apart, no, we can't even do that. Let's just apply a bunch of regen to you to make sure you don't get too messed up. Then... I just realised a problem with our plan. It's okay, though. It'll just take us one extra turn. No one's going to die here, are they? Play you there. I mean, I guess. And then we hold that over until next turn. That guy gets destroyed. Okay. So, the thing is, if we return him... Oh, wait, no, we can do this. We can do this. We put you down there. This room has reached the limit of units for that side. Will fail. Oh, my good golly gosh. So, we slap you with that. We slap you with that, and we slap you with that, just to make sure you don't get to a pyre room. And this is the most stacked floor in existence. If you survive this, yeah, I'd be surprised. I'd be surprised, boy. Damn, boy. He thick. Make sure you've got a bit of that going on. And then, I guess... You're dead, dude. You're absolutely totally dead. We are very stacked. Very stacked. Okay, so we probably don't want too many more. Move a unit from the front. Ah, no. We'll skip those. We don't need any of those. And no, we'll also do that too. I honestly think our deck is magnifique right now. There can be only one. There can be only one. This is insane. 1 second. Before we do this, let's leave your shop. Let's check the merchant shop first. Apply daze to enemy when they enter the pyre room. Your pyre gets minus HP. Let's try reroll those, see if we can get anything better. Rage does not decay. That seems bizarrely, ludicrously, insanely good. So we're going to go with that. and then let's see. Is any of these we might want extra magic power on any of these? I think we're going to go with extra magic power on that, just in case enemies have 15 HP and a ton of armor. And now we're heading into this. I think self-remove half of buffs and debuffs effect stacks. So she's going to remove half of our rage. But I genuinely don't think it matters. I genuinely don't think it matters. Now, the one big problem here is our setup does take some time. It does take some time. So, okay, it doesn't matter. We got both of our beasts on one floor. It literally doesn't even matter. And then we can go and slap... Wait a minute. Yeah, we can go and slap you up there. Get a bit of armor on you to get you a bit spicy. I might as well put you up there too. And then there you go. Genuinely slapping. Genuinely slapping. Okay, so this is one problem. This little woman, she can cause us some problems by doing exactly what she just did there. Yeah, rage at 3 rather than 6. That's fine. I think part of the play here is we play him. We restore his health just as a front line to do a bit of damage. We're going to get Ember Drain on our next turn, which is a bit sad. Battering Ram. Oh, we're actually going to get a death here. I didn't even realize that. That's a shame. It's not a big deal, but it is a shame. Although, will applying rage to him turn the tides here at all? So if we apply rage 2 and armor 5, he's got 15 HP and he is taking 20 damage. This will save him, I think. Ah, it doesn't. Balls. Oh no, we can do this. Now he's saved. Now he's saved. Okay. And this guy's just kind of frontline defense. He's kind of there to die. We are going to get Ember Drain here, which most likely means we can't do anything. Oh, no, we only got 1 Ember Drain. Okay, let's... So now we're actually having to think. Surprising. So, let's have a look. Let's have a little think about this. So, they're dealing 22 damage. There's no way he's surviving. There's no way he's surviving. You're all going to take a beating too. Now, we could move this guy down to this floor, and that might be enough, but I don't think it will be. Because he's going to take damage first anyways. Let's go with this. I don't think Restore's going to help. I'm going to push you down. I'm going to apply a few restores to you. Ember Drain. We've got no Ember next turn. We've got no Ember at all next turn. Yeah, no Ember at all this turn. So sadly, Train Steward, you're gone. You're dead. We just have to accept that. We can't do anything about it here. Ember Drain. Certain enemies will just drain your Ember depending on the amount of enemies they hit. But having 3 of these boys stacked up right there is kind of beautiful. That Ember Drain guy needs to go. So he needs to stay up here. He needs to stay up here. These guys are pretty chill down there on their own, I think. I think genuinely, we put that there. We use that on you to make sure you're at full health. And we stack our damage. You're dealing 10 damage. Let's get rid of you. Bit of a pain in the ass, aren't you, dude? Bit of a pain in the ass. Let's stack some damage and stuff on this guy. Because he does have multi-strike now. Ember Drain's going to be a bitch again. We're going to take an extra turn here to do anything, because Ember Drain's going to kill us. Yeah, we got 1 left. We got 1. So this guy would die. Got to remember we can bring him back. He's not gone for good. So let's apply some armor to him so he doesn't die. But then let's also get rid of 1 of you so he takes a bit less damage. These guys up here are fine. As soon as we pull our heal again, we'll heal these guys up. And restoring retreat. Okay, so we've gained our quick, which is beautiful. Yeah, okay, so we'll put that on you. Quick. We'll heal all of you up. This guy's dead, but I don't care. And we'll buff you up a bit more. He's taking 18 damage, and he has 14 health. We could have saved him. We could have saved him, but he's endless, so we could just bring him back. I really don't care. As long as we don't get too much Ember Drain. Look at this. Welcome back. Of course, the buffs we applied to him are going to get deleted. Deal damage to the front enemy equal to 4 times the amount of armor. That's just too much to be spending on one thing, I think, though. He's absolutely chilling up there. Let's just keep stacking damage on this big boy. Super worth it. Sadly, we can't quite take out... I mean, we technically could. Is it worth it? Reduce our damage taken by 10. Yeah, we should. There you go. And again, he's gonna die again, but he's just chilling. He's like a buffer for damage. He's just here to take hits and take names. Of course, he's gonna die as well. This floor has been taken now, which is a shame. But we've won. We have won. This guy's gonna die on this turn. I don't know, put you up there, I guess. You can have some of that. There you go, we've won. Final boss has been bested by our demon fiends of hell. And there you go. Beautiful. Our first video and our first win. I am very happy with that. Now, do not expect me to be doing this good all the time, because for one, we'll be upping our Covenant rank, so the game will be getting harder. But also, I don't know the other heroes, the other classes, anywhere near as well as I know that one. We level up our Hellhorn to get the Alpha Fiend. Interesting. The Dark Deal. Nice. My God. Look at that. Oh my God. Jimbo over here at rank 5. Retrimations at 3. Fairville TV's at 1. And I'm at 1 as well. Lowly old 1. But we'll try and raise that up as we go on. Either way, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. This has been an absolutely beautiful, beautiful run. I was so happy. I'm so happy that we got a victory on our first one there. Like, honestly, movement skills, being able to move things down, mixed with like holdover and like huge units, and of course we got to duplicate it twice. It's just mental. It's just so good. But yes, I hope you guys have enjoyed. I hope you guys support this series and want to see more of it. It's going to be replacing Undermine, I think. So yes, I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.